Is some lights, LED. This is my Stryker rig. So I inserted one, and if you got some basic tools that you can do this, you need beer and I got some Velcro. That's going to go on with a it's got a switch battery pack on off, and this is just a the demo lights that they have with 2 9-volt batteries, and I'm going to use that as I insert all the way through here, and that's the idea. So I got soldering iron and some solder. That's heating up. Some basic tools, needle nose, knife, tweezers, and that's going to help insert this all the way through here. And of course I've done this one already and pulled the tape off, but I wanted to try that, and I thought, well, maybe just videotape that. So I got one more to do, really easy to do, putting it in through there, all the way there, and I'm just going to use the lights to match it up to make sure they're even. And of course some other tools here. You can also use electrical tape for your wiring connections, and anybody this is pretty easy stuff, simple tools that you have. But I'm going to use heat shrink for my connections, so I'll show you that in a bit. So here we go. I've already pre-zipped this off, so let's just get this out of the way. This is the 3M tape here. So the hard part is the 3M tape sticks as you push it through. So I think what would be better is if I would have left that in the freezer. This particular product you can get at any Canadian Tire, Walmart, etc. So just a little bit of patience. Come on, baby. Took a little bit to feed it through. The hard part is making sure that they line up. We're almost there. Another half an inch or so. Something like that. Pretty close to being even. Pushing here on the side underneath. And that should be warm enough that it'll stick there. Now, of course, when you're riding, it's going to be arched a little bit like that. So you should be able to see that. Good for nighttime driving. All right. Now, you got both of these wires here. Probably going to tape those. Now this will go underneath and behind the armor. Open that right up. Pull that through. And now this is where this comes in. We're going to disconnect the switch and these batteries and hook up the pack. With the battery pack, you can just take this. We're going to use some industrial strength Velcro. Put that on the back so you can still access your batteries. And what I got on here is I got 4 AA's. You can pick this up at the Source, Radio Shack, Hobby Store, stuff like that. And this one here happens to have a switch. So we're going to test that. Disconnect the 9-volt batteries. We don't need those. This here you can remove, but for now I'll leave it together. And I'm going to separate these guys. So basically it's your positive and negative connecting. So black and red. This here is just a switch that makes the current go through to light it up. So now we will, this is already connected here, so I'm just going to short wire that one. Short wire that one. Keep these together. And we're going to wire strip these guys. These two I'm going to connect. This one here is already connected with some nice heat shrink on that, so we'll just leave that piece there. Before it comes off, I give it a twist. It's already twisted. Or you can split the two, make a Y, and do these guys. So let's just test these guys out. Alright, so let's go black and black. Just a simple test. Switch is on. There we go. Now, however, the 9-volt makes it a lot brighter, but I think for nighttime riding, it'll be a-okay. If this doesn't work, I can always go back and look for a different switch compatible thing and use the 9 volts. Let's see how much of a difference it is with. So definitely you got to go right to the correct. So it's almost the same as one 9-volt equivalent to a 4 AA pack here. These also are much thinner wires. Which I really don't like. Thicker the little better. This I'll remove later. And let's just test this out. Black to black, red to red. These are black to black. So like this. Just do a temporary fix. There we go. We got light. Red to red. I think that will work just fine. We'll get our heat shrink. Slide it down. There we go. The heat shrink, you just use heat, and I've got a lighter for that. We'll put this guy on. Open that up. Get that ready. And then, make sure the layer's good. Black, like so. Excellent. Switch on, off. Works good. Now I'm going to go over here. And of course that goes underneath. We'll just grab this part. Set it up over there. Got heat shrink. Oh, I can feel the heat off that soldering iron. There, that's done. Heat up the wires. Can even put that on that blob there. Bring this over. Double check. Still got light. Over. Now you can use electrical tape, or you can use heat shrink, and that'll give it a good enough. It's for summer. Let it cool. still on. Still looking good. Simple fix. Once you reapply, we'll clean this up. Maybe a little bit of electrical tape that goes in behind. Then we're going to take some adhesive Velcro, and it will just stick. Put some of that onto the back there, so you can still take off your batteries, and whammo, right there. We'll just clean this up with some electrical tape, so it's a nice clean fix. Reattach it, and we're good. Voila. That goes underneath. I got the Velcro piece that I cut off. Fit on there, still accessible to screw. And once you pull, oh, look at that, it's on. You can pull that up. Probably, I don't know, left or right side. Underneath there. Velcro. Switch on. Off.